to the channel. So for this one today we are going to be making a Bakewell Tart. So this is one of my personal favourites and I used to make this at the pub quite a lot. So it's pretty much second nature to me. So it is a British classic essentially. But please do let me know how you get on and give it a try. So for the pastry for this, you can either buy a shop bought or you can make it via the pastry videos that I've put up on the channel. So you can either use a sweet or the savoury short crust, doesn't really matter. They both work kind of the same way, but preferably use the sweet short crust. Yeah, check back to those videos if you do want to kind of use that pastry, that's completely fine. I won't put an insert in, just this little bit. So to make the frangipan inner for our Bakewell Tart, we're going to add 100 grams of softened butter when it wants to come out. You can use unsalted or salted for this, it doesn't really matter too much. Make sure you scrape that all out. Lovely. And then we're going to need 100 grams of caster sugar. So I'll just get that out of my drawer. Give the camera a minute. Boop, boop. So as I said, 100 grams. Oh. And then you're just going to want to get that cream together in a bowl or a mixer if you want to do it in a stand mixer like I am, or if you want to do it with like a hand mixer, that's completely fine. Totally up to you. Or if you want to do it the old-fashioned way with a whisk, that's completely fine as well. We'll just get these all combined together and nicely creamed. Next thing we're going to add is 50 grams of ground almonds. So get that all in there. Trying to get it out while the lid's down, which isn't a good idea, but hey ho. So that's that. And then you're going to add 2 eggs. Get those. And crack them in there as well. So that's 1. That's 2. Woo. And it doesn't want to drizzle everywhere. Bub. Right. Okay. Get that mixing on slow for a minute or so. So next thing we're going to add is our almond extract. So we're going to add about 1.5 teaspoons. If it wasn't almondy enough, I'm just going to slowly get that mixed in, and then we're going to roll our pastry out. Zoom this out a minute. So we're going to start rolling our beautiful pastry out that we've made. So I've used the sweet one. I don't know what the hell that was that just went pink. But hey ho. Yeah, so I'm going to use the sweet pastry just to try and make this one. Oh, excuse me. So we're going to flour our worktop just lightly. We don't need much flour, so just sprinkle a bit out. If you do need any more, just keep your kind of flour out and to one side. It's always best to do that rather than put it back and realise you need it. So I'll get this unwrapped. So whack him down in the middle. Get a bit of flour to put on top. Out. Sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm going to keep that little bit of flour there in that cup. And then put a bit of flour on the rolling pin and get him rolled out. It's probably going to be quite difficult to roll out first because it's literally just come out of the fridge. But it will be easy enough to work with soon, so you just kind of got to go with it. And you're going to want it quite thin, so I'd probably say about 1/2 centimetre thick, and then we can get it in a nice little tin. So I'll come back to you guys once that's rolled out. So what you're going to want to do as well is just make sure that your pastry is bigger than your case, because if you make it too small then you're going to have to patch it up, but it doesn't matter too much if you have to patch it. If you do happen to get small kind of cracks, don't worry. Short crust is quite forgiving in the fact that you can kind of patch it together in a sense. But yeah, just don't be too scared with short crust. It's one of the more forgiving pastries. So what we're going to want to do, if it will let me that is I'm going to try and roll my pastry onto my rolling pin quite carefully, and then we're just going to pop it to the side a minute like so. I'm going to take our tin and we're going to hopefully be able to drape it over like that, and then we're going to work it down into the tin. So you're going to want to lift from the outside and kind of drop in, because then at least then you kind of get it into the crevice. So I'm going to lift and drop. It is better to cut off your excess once you've done this, otherwise you're going to end up probably with short edges. You don't want that. So we'll get this tucked in, cover that crack, and then get this tucked in, this tucked in, and then there's a crack in the corner here, so I'll probably just use some of the spare pastry that we've got to kind of fill. So that's pretty much in, which is good. So now we can take some scissors or a knife, whatever you've got, and then just go around your outer edge, because we need to do some tidying up with this. Kind of go around, whoop, throw that over there a minute. Yeah, that's kind of tidy enough. And then we're just gonna push this in just to make sure it definitely is in the tin. And then any kind of cracks like this, you're gonna want to smooth out or pop it in like a kind of bit like that. It's not so out, if that makes sense. So we can then do a bit more of a tidy up once it's all kind of in. I'm just trying to get this bit a bit more kind of solid. So yeah, let's push that in. So yeah, do that. And then what we're going to do after this is I'm just going to go kind of around here. Not too much though, because it does tend to kind of shrink in the oven. So we'll take some of that away. And then we're going to pop him in the oven with some bacon beads. If you've not got bacon beads, then you can use rice. But yeah, lucky for me, I managed to buy some bacon beads today. So I managed to find some, which is great. So someone's decided that they've got a new horn for Valentine's Day and they're going to use it. So excuse the pipping in the background. But yeah, just trim off most of your excess. Kind of squish it out a little bit. Up. There's just this last bit here. Squish that bit out, and I'll show you guys what I mean by doing the bacon beads. So we're going to chuck our baking paper on. Doesn't matter too much about it sticking up for now. And then let me just open my bacon beads. Right. So these are bacon beads, are kind of made out of like ceramic, I think. You're just going to want to get them poured in. So what we're doing at the moment is blind baking the base. So this prevents the base of the bake being soggy, essentially. You don't want a soggy base. So we're going to pop that in the oven for, I think it's 8 to 10 minutes. And then we'll take it out and then we can put our jam and everything in. I forgot to prick the base. I'm just going to try and do that now without tipping the beans everywhere. There we go. So yeah, just kind of prick it with a fork. You don't want to do it too much. And then you're going to want to put the beans in. So pop it in the oven at 200, 180, gas mark 6, I believe. And it's going to go in the oven for 5 to 7 minutes. If you're using silica trays like I am, please pop them on a baking tray. Just helps it kind of cling it and cook better. So I'll show you guys once it's out. So we're on our last steps now for our Bakewell. So we're going to grab some raspberry jam and we're going to do a layer on the bottom. So wait for that pop. If you want to use other jam, then that's completely fine. It just tends to be classic Bakewell is your raspberry. So luckily for us, the heat will kind of help melt the jam a little bit like that. So we do want a good layer of jam. So let's pop that in. Then we're just going to smooth this out. So yeah, these were like another thing that I used to do on the reg at the pub I used to work at. So this is kind of like one of the amazing things that I do love just because I'm working at the pub. So I think I know a bit more jam in there actually. Quite a bit more. So I want like a thick layer of it. I want all the base to be kind of covered and not exposing any of the pastry underneath So we're nearly there, which is good. The more I keep smoothing it out, the worse I'm making it, I think. Probably a little bit more in this bottom corner here. So yeah, that's that one done. And then we're going to get our frangipane on top. So just pop this in the sink. I'm going to give our frangipane a quick mix. You're just going to kind of want to kind of dollop it around. So you don't want to kind of blotch it in one place and then move it. Which I've pretty much done. To be perfectly honest, I don't think I've made enough. So I might make some more if I can't get it in. Let's get that up. That's gone super runny. I have a feeling I'm missing something, and I don't know, but oh no, I just got it all over my camera stand. Oh, I'll just clean that off in a minute. But yeah, hopefully I can kind of smooth this all out and get it to spread, because otherwise it will not be good. Let's put that over there. Lovely. So I'm going to just try and get this as smoothed out as I can. And then this will go in the oven for 25 to 30 minutes until completely set. You can use a cake kind of skewer for that. Oh, yeah, before I finish, I'm going to get some blanched almonds. Where the hell have they gone? Flaked almonds, sorry. I'm just going to sprinkle them over. Oh, too many. Oh well, whoever's getting that piece will get a load, so hey ho. Yeah, kind of sprinkle them around. So yeah, as I said, 25 minutes to 30 minutes in the oven, and wait until it comes out clear. So here is the Bakewell Tart that I've made. Oh, it got sticky on me. Ew. So I did take it out at 20 minutes because I did set the oven a bit high, and as you can see it kind of caught the crust a little bit, but it looks fantastic, I'm not going to lie. So I'm going to try and cut it if I can, hopefully. The frangipane is cooked, I did check before I even kind of took it out. I want to kind of get a slice. I'm going to have to get Right. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, that's so gorgeous. But yeah, that looks phenomenal. It's just a case of it's just got to set up a little bit because it is still warm, but I've got to take it. So that's in terms of that one done, but look how good that looks. But yeah, if you like this one, guys, go like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see all you lovely people in the next episode. So see you later.